What's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at you with another video, man. And today, man, I'm gonna just talk about, how unfortunate and unlucky Carson Wentz is as a quarterback, but at the same time, acknowledging that he does need to be better, yo. Before I get into this video, man, for everyone, if you wanna follow me on Instagram or send me a friend request on Facebook. I will have my Instagram and my Facebook information down in the description box. So come give me come send me a friend request. Come give me a follow on the gram, yo, and come holler at your boy, yo. Carson, man. For the record, man, I'm rolling with my quarterback, man. I'm rolling with him good, bad, okay. I'm rolling with my quarterback, Carson Wentz, man. And Carson Wentz has to be better, yo. I understand that receivers are not open. I understand that he's trying to press and make things happen. But at the same time, man, it's times where Carson Wentz, he has to throw the football away. It's times where he has to tuck it and go get about 4 or 5 yards. It's times where you gotta hit when receivers are open. You gotta hit them, yo. Like that second to last drive, man. He missed 3 throws and then threw a perfect one. Like he gotta be more consistent with his accuracy, yo. And that's something he definitely has to work on to continue to be one of the better quarterbacks in the league, and to get respected by people. You feel me? But let me say this about him: the unfortunate aspects to him, yo. His rookie year, man, he go out there start off 3-0, yo. Then he throwing to receivers like Dorial Green Beckham, who obviously isn't in the NFL no more. Jordan Matthews, who done got cut, 3 or 4 times in the NFL that we decided to bring back again. And and the pre-bad Aguilar. And he goes, 7-9 his rookie year. Meanwhile, he's looking over there. He sees Dak Prescott doing his thing, getting rookie of the year, going to the playoffs, all that other stuff. He comes back in year 2. We give him Alshon Jeffrey, who at the time was the number 1 wide receiver free agent. We give him Torrey Smith, who still had a little bit left in the tank, but at least he had the vertical speed. Aguilar all of a sudden becomes a whole nother player. You feel me? Zach Ertz, who was already solid, emerges as one of the better tight ends in football. So what happens? Carson Wentz was basically Patrick Mahomes before Patrick Mahomes last year. Carson Wentz was the MVP of the National Football League. He was going to be a first-team all-pro quarterback. Having a great season, yo. Big game on the road against the Los Angeles Rams. They're up-and-coming team. We are up-and-coming team. Number 1 pick versus number 2 pick. Carson Wentz has 3 touchdown passes, man. Then what happens? He tears his ACL. On that ACL through his 4th touchdown pass, by the way, has the single season record for touchdown passes in the season for an Eagles quarterback. He goes out of that game. He basically puts the Eagles 11-2, yo. Nick Foles comes in, finishes that game, has a really good game against the Giants, struggles bad against the Oakland Raiders on Christmas night, a game that we somehow still won and was able to clinch home field advantage, goes out in the first half against Dallas, struggles big time in that game. We got home field advantage, yo, thanks to number 11. We play the Atlanta Falcons at home. Foles didn't look great that game, but the defense did their thing. We hung on and won the game. Foles goes out against the Minnesota Vikings and the New England Patriots and plays spectacular. Had me crying because we finally won a Super Bowl, man. Went out there and was just amazing, spectacular, yo. Coming into the final the next season, though he gets a suit to wear a Super Bowl ring, everybody all feels like, hey, yeah, you got us there, but Nick Foles was in the Super Bowl game. Nick Foles is the Super Bowl MVP. That's the guy that everybody is revering right now. Granted, we want to see you out there, but that's the guy who everybody is starting to fall in love with, yo. So Wentz rushes back from his ACL, not ready to play, but rushes back and does okay. With the exception of the New Orleans Saints game, which was a terrible game, he was okay. Defense banged up, no running backs, no receivers like that. He does okay. Next thing you know, his back hurts, he goes out. All of a sudden, Avonte Maddox steps in and does really well at corner. Rasul Douglas starts playing well. Foles has a really good game against the Rams, has a spectacular game against the Houston Texans, and does okay against the Redskins. Gets banged up in that game, but does okay. By the grace of God, the Minnesota Vikings lose at home to the Chicago Bears. The Eagles make the playoffs. We go to Chicago, yo. Nick Foles didn't play great. Threw, two interceptions. We had, 10 points, you know what I'm saying, going into the fourth quarter. But the defense held it together. Then, shout out to him with the money on the line. He had a great drive. His Gordis Tate basically what turned out, but puts us in the lead. Then after that, the Bears missed the field goal. Eagles win the game. Go to New Orleans, jump out on them 14-0. After that, we don't score again. Defense holds up as much as they could. He throws a perfect pass to Alshon Jeffrey, goes through his hand, the ball is intercepted. So now, Nick Foles, is a free agent. And we're not going to pay $20 million for a backup quarterback. So he goes to Jacksonville, which we all love him. We wish him well. Thank him for everything. I mean, for crying out loud, the man is going to always be remembered for the Philly special. He has a statue with Dougie P outside of Lincoln Financial Field. So now coming into this season, there was a lot of fans, a lot of people out there that felt like the Eagles should have went forward with Nick Foles and just got rid of Carson Wentz. Not considering the fact Nick Foles has never started 16 games in a career, including this season with Jacksonville. Not considering the fact that Wentz had the Eagles 11-2 Super Bowl year. Nobody cares about that, yo. They should have kept Foles. They should have kept Foles. They should have kept Foles. Week 1 this season. Comes out, we start off a little slow. The whole team do. Second half, we got Deshaun out there. He goes 2 for 2 to Deshaun Jackson on deep balls, yo. Plays a great game. Really threw 4 touchdowns. One of his passes, they call it a lateral to Alshon, so they didn't count it as a pass. But went out there, threw touchdowns that looked amazing. Going into the next week, all of a sudden, Deshaun Jackson can't play. Alshon Jeffrey can't play. He's out there without his top 2 receivers on the road against an Atlanta team that at the time was still pretty solid. With that being said, man, he drives the Eagles and takes the lead. Takes the lead in Atlanta, yo. Gets off the field, he has the lead. They give up a long touchdown pass to Julio Jones. What happens after that? He comes back out there, throws a perfect pass down the sideline to Nelson Aguilar that goes through his hands. Finally, we play the Detroit Lions, man. Aguilar fumbles running by himself. Running by himself. He drops the ball, yo. We had, 6 or 7 drops in that Detroit game. At the end, throws a ball up for a 5th. The reason we supposedly drafted J.J. Arcega-Whiteside is because he can make contested catches. For goodness, you see that he can't run. You see that he's not physical. He isn't imposing, but he supposedly led college football in contested catches last year. And what happens? He lets one go right off his hands. We go to Minnesota. No, we get beat. Hey, they beat us. We out there with backup cornerbacks. Defense gets shredded. We go up against Dallas. Hey, he didn't play well. Throws a deep ball to Aguilar. He just watches it go by. Like, I can't catch that. Then you got yesterday, which he frustrated me holding on to the ball. He frustrated me fumbling and missing a couple of throws, but nobody could create any separation. Like, no receiver is open at all. Then at the end with a zero blitz, he makes the perfect throw. It hits Aguilar in the hands for a touchdown. And what else he does? He drops it. So now people are going to sit here and tell you that the Eagles should have kept Nick Foles. Carson Wentz is not worth that money. He's not any good. He's this and that and all this other nonsense. Now, granted, I'll be the first one to tell you Wentz needs to play better. But at the same time, man, this guy is dealing with so much misfortune, man. The NFL was his before that ACL injury. Now, granted, do we know for sure we would have still won the Super Bowl with him? We can't say that. Things happen. But we would have had just as good of a chance. Why not? But the narrative is how you get rid of a Super Bowl MVP and Nick Foles, and Carson Wentz ain't never done nothing. He ain't this and that. I'm just getting tired of all this misfortune that he's having, yo. He got to go up against Bill Belichick without his top two receivers and without his top running back, yo. You got to go up against them with no receivers, man. And yet people are going to sit here and bash him, man. Say like he's totally at fault. Should he be absolved of any blame? No, he should take some blame. But my goodness, man, what do you want a quarterback to do when nobody is open? Like, nobody is open. Unbelievable, man. It's frustrating. Carson Wentz is just one of the most unluckiest quarterbacks in the NFL as far as when it comes to things on the football field, man. And I just really hope, man, as crazy as it sounds, we still got a shot at this division. And I just hope going into next year, man, we get this, man. We bless him with brand new wide receivers, man. Granted, we got to keep J.J. Arcega-Whiteside because he was a second-round pick. But Alshon, Aguilar, Jackson, they all gone. Sign Robbie Anderson. He's a free agent. He shouldn't be that expensive. And draft two wide receivers, man. Whether it's in the first and third, first and fourth, or whatever. And let him go out there with some playmakers, man. And then let's judge him then, yo. Because this is just ridiculous, man. First, now the man got to deal with the thing of Nick Foles over him. Then he got to stay healthy because everybody telling you he should have been injured by now. Now he got to go out there with guys who don't want to catch the ball and can't even get open. Unbelievable, man. I hope his fortune turns around, yo. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Go on, hit the like button for your boy and give me a subscribe, man. I'm going to have Philadelphia Eagles and NFL content throughout the year. Also, this coming Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Pacific, I will do a live Q&A. Y'all can come on there, ask me anything, tell me anything. I'll answer your questions, respond to your comments, and give you a shout out on the live, yo. Y'all should come join me, man. It's some good stuff. Until then, man, y'all have a blessed one. Fly, Eagles, fly.